Hey guys, this is RLC321's Fantastic Plastic back again with just another video of MechaGodzilla, because pretty much he's the only one that's complete. As you can see, over time these are sort of like gone back into shape, so we need to fix that at some point, but I'm not going to worry about Garuda just yet. What I'm going to concentrate on though is MechaGodzilla. Yes, we're going to concentrate on this little bad boy. Now, because this fits on here, there is not a lot that we're going to need to putty over, but it looks like there is some parts that we do have to, like just on the back of his neck, just there. The joins in everywhere else don't need to, which is fine and dandy for me. So we're gonna need to put just a little bit of putty just in these top parts here. So before we do any priming or anything like that, that's what we're going to do. So first off, I need to figure out where I put the putty. Now we've got that. Or I got the squadron putty. I think I will use this stuff. The reason being, this stuff is obviously it's a two-part epoxy putty, which I think I've explained in other videos before. And this is going to go into like quite a deep crevices here. So we need something that's going to be able to, well, get into the crevices. Whereas the squadron putty that I've got in the tube, that may not necessarily be enough to get in there. It'll, like, as it dries, it'll start cracking and things like that, which we don't want. So, as I say, it's a two-part epoxy putty right there, and you just mix it all together. This is for these people that don't know what this stuff is and how to use it. So it's always good to have a little bit of a show and tell kind of thing. I've got way too much than I actually need, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. So you just keep on kneading it until you know the two parts are equally mixed. Because one's the putty, one's the catalyst that makes it start making it go hard. Right, so once we've got that, we're gonna break off a piece that we need, and then we're just gonna lay it into place. So, because I know I need the bulk of it in there, I'm just gonna push it into place there, and then push it round to the other side. And there, come on. Ideally, you should wet your fingers when you do this, just because it's going to help. It'll help maneuver the putty around. As if it's just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not normal, but if you're not using damp, it just doesn't work properly. Right, so now I need to find, there it is. Now I need this guy, and what this guy is going to do is actually just push things into place to cover where it needs to be. And that can go in there. That's excess right there. Right, let's get a little bit of. I'm just going to squirt a little bit of this liquid here just to dampen this down a bit, because that will help me maneuver things around, make it smoother as smooth as I can possibly get it. And because we don't need all of that in there, so we take some of that out. And we just push this over here. Like so, just put that in there because you're not going to see that with Garuda on. And get just rid of a little tiny bit there. There we go. And then we do the same here. Don't need all of that there. And get a little bit more in here. Smooth that out a bit. I mean, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of the excess here. If you don't get rid of the excess, all that's going to do is just going to dry there, and it's going to make your model look like it's got lumps and bumps and everything, and we don't want that. And just there as well. There we go. Okay, so we think I've pretty much got that covered now. If I put Garuda on, yeah, so all the major bits are going to be pretty much covered. I apologize if I just hit the camera there. And let's get in there. There we go. Now we need to let this dry, which is going to take about, to fully cure and dry up, is probably going to take about 2 hours or so. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you guys back once it's dry, and then we'll get on to priming this bad boy. Right, okay guys, we are now back. So we're going to continue on with painting this guy. We're going to be starting with a primer. Now the reason why I'm doing the primer is because this is going to have to be sanded, because there's loads of nasty bits here and there. So we're going to have to sand it, and the best way to see imperfections in model kits and things like that is to prime it. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to get a little tiny bit of thinners, just a little tiny bit. I don't want a lot. There we go. Okay, and give the old primer a good old shake. Insert dirty pun here. There we go. Right. Plonk a little bit of primer in there, which in theory should be more than enough. I don't know if you can see that I've got about that much in there. You can't really see it properly, I know. Right, let's give it a bit of a mix up. Okay, and now we're going to go and give it a prime, and just doing light dusting coats first of all. I'm just going to concentrate on one area of the model, like the head area first. On the top there. And now I can go over with a slightly heavier coat. Now we go with the rest. Actually, I'm gonna just need to undo this little bit first, and it's, come on, undo, will you? Okay. Being a pain in the backside for some reason, I don't know why. Right, come here. There we go. I don't know why that was so hard to come off. There we go. Because I found having these like crowns on it tends to get all clogged up in the crown, which is a pain. So just going to give it a good old spray of primer here. And not forgetting any of the little tiny nooks and crannies. And doing this, it will, as I said, it will help show up any problems, imperfections with the kit that we need to address. Yeah, have I got all the top half? Nope, I've got a little bit just here to do, and a little bit on the hands. Now this is another reason why also you move the model around constantly, because you will always find bits that you may have missed. So now I'm going to do this leg. Once we've done this and we can see what needs to be repaired and fixed, we will obviously have to go over this again. But this is just so we can see, so I'm not worrying about how much I'm putting on at the minute. So this is just so I can see where all the problems are, all the bits that need fixing. Are going to be. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to need to let this leg that I've just done, I'm going to need to let that dry before I continue on to the other one. Because I don't really want to start getting my fingerprints in there. I suppose I could do all the way down to the, what's it called? Down to the foot that I'm holding. Yeah, I suppose I could do that. Okay. Right. Now, I should be able to hold on to the head. No, the head's a little bit tacky, so I just got to be extremely careful with it. And there we go. So we now have one primed. I was going to call him Megatron then, but that's a completely different show. Completely different. Ouchies. Right, so I'm just going to switch that compressor off. So I'm going to let this dry, and when I bring you guys back, we can then have a look at it, and then we can see how it actually brings out all the impurities and problems that we need to fix. So I will see you guys when this is dry in a couple of hours.